Hi, and welcome back to Purge Reviews. We're going through our top 100 games of all time. I've made my list up to this point. This episode is going to be 30 through 21. We're really getting down to the nitty-gritty of what makes a great game, at least in my estimation, in my humble opinion. I do want to comment, though, if you can subscribe to the channel, it really helps things out to have the subscriptions. It really makes the work that I put into this pay off a little bit. Now, I don't really always beg for subscriptions, but if you could subscribe, it'd be really handy. We're trying to get to 500 right now. When we get to 700, we're going to be giving away a brand new copy, deluxe edition of Manhattan Project Chain Reaction. This game was not given to me from the company. I purchased this with my own money through the Kickstarter. I bought 2 copies, one for myself and one to give away to you guys that subscribe to my channel. I do want to say thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for being a part of what I do in my spare time, my little hobby here. Let's jump right in, because that's what you're here for. The top 100 games of all time according to Purge Reviews. Today we're going to be 30 through 21, so let's jump right in. Number 30, The Networks. I have been looking for a TV-based game for a long time. So long, I went back to Avalon Hill and got TV Wars. That's how bad I was wanting a game. You know, I'm not an Avalon Hill guy. I didn't board game back then. I don't know anything about it, but I went there. I got Prime Time, and then the Networks came in and saved the day for me. This game is phenomenal. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect TV game, but it's a game first, where it brings most things in that you want about a TV show game, but still provides a game for you. As opposed to TV Wars was more about maybe just rolling a die and seeing what happens. This provides a game, and it's really fun. There's a lot of options to do. It's a really easy game to teach. People can get into it. It's got the parodies of the TV show. There's actors and advertisements you're getting. It's a really neat game. It's not very heavy, though. It's pretty light. Most people can jump right into this. I've used this as a gateway game for people before, but people I knew that could be into gaming or at least pick it up, they've had no problem. Now, if somebody just doesn't like gaming and is over your house, they've only ever played Monopoly, you know, maybe this might be too much. But if you have somebody with some aptitude, you know, for this sort of thing, and you think, well, they'll like gaming once they get into it, those type, I think Networks is something they could use as a gateway game. 29, Euphoria, Build a Better Dystopia. This game is phenomenal. Man, there's a lot going on. This is a medium to heavyweight Euro game by one of my favorite companies, Stonemaier Games. They always seem to knock it right out of the park for us. My wife absolutely adores and loves this game, and it has a special place for me because of how much she likes it. I wouldn't consider her a gamer, although she's played a ton of games with me. And she sits through stinkers with me. A lot of these games you see me review that are stinkers, she sat and played them with me. What a great thing that she does. But for the most part, this is my hobby, and she plays them all with me. But Euphoria is a game that she loves, and she will definitely get into this game. The bits are phenomenal. I went ahead and upgraded to the deluxe edition, so I had bought the original version. We liked it so much. I'm like, let's get the deluxe. And it was worth it. There's so much going on in this game. If you like Scythe and viticulture, you can see it kind of starting with this game. I don't think those games replace this one at all. They're very different, but you start to see what he was building towards in his game. So if you've never played this one, you want to try it out, I highly, highly recommend it. 28 is one of the most fun games I have. When you say fun, I think of this game, which is Spartacus, a game of blood and treachery. If you don't like the theme, or some of this turns you off, there's an X-Men version of this game. It's pretty much the same game, except for you can do battles of 4 instead of always just the battles of 2. But a Spartacus expansion doesn't allow you to fight with more than 2 people. But Spartacus, a game of blood and treachery, is just a wild, fun affair. I mean, from the card games where you're just kind of hacking and slashing people, making deals and trying to get your money up, to the part where you go in and you buying the slaves and the gladiators, and then you go to the gladiator pit and they fight it out and you're in control of them. We do play a variant with the rules for speed, where we roll the die. We use the speed die exactly like we do the fighting die, where you match them up. I rolled a 6, you rolled a 5, the 6 will go first. We feel like that doesn't make speed. Otherwise, I feel like speed is too powerful. But that's the only variant that we use. I bring it up. I don't use a lot of variants in games, but this is one that I have been taught that I do like quite a bit. Spartacus is just one of those games where if you want to play the long version, there's just all kinds of deals going on. There's all kinds of backstabbing, alliances, stealing, hurting people, bidding, bribery, owning, fighting. I mean, this game is just fun. And you have to go into it with the idea this guy might screw me over, but next turn he's my alliance. That's just how this game. You cannot hold a grudge in this game and expect to win and expect to have fun with it. Now, if you like the show, it's an absolute no-brainer. But this isn't a deep Euro. This is when you're going to have to roll with the punches and you might get screwed. You just kind of have some fun. And that's Spark. I've been on both sides of that. I've been screwed in this game and I've been the king bee of this game. So it goes all sides of that. Number 27 is one of the heaviest games on my list probably, and I absolutely adore it and I love it. Kanban, the Automotive Revolution. This is the car game for me. Automania is the lighter version of it. This is the much heavier. Now, I used to have this game and I played it more. I used to have it down to a science to be able to teach it. I could have taught it to nearly anyone. I don't feel that way anymore. I feel like there's a lot of moving parts. I'd probably start with Automania, maybe go into Automobile from Martin Wallace, and then graduate to this. There's a lot going on. If somebody says, well, board games, children's stuff, I'll pull out Kanban with you. This is my Avalon Hill, right? This is my complicated game that I like to play. It's intuitive because of the theme. The theme, I feel like, just brings this game alive. Now, the whole scoring with the board of directors, that's a little obtuse to me. But for the most part, I can teach this game because the theme is so. I mean, it makes sense that you have to blueprint the cars and you test them out and then you try to, then you manufacture them. It all makes sense. You got to have the parts to do it. The scoring with the board game and getting the seats at the board room, but it works in the game. It's a fantastic game. If you want an experience and you want to try a heavy Euro and you really hey, I really want to try one. I've never tried one before. Get somebody or find me at a con and I'll teach you this game. Because if you just kind of take it slow, it's a phenomenal experience. I think you'll enjoy a lot. 26 is Shakespeare. First off, guys, the artwork in Shakespeare is just out of this world. I love this artwork. It just brings me into the world so much. Shakespeare is a very tight game. As I've played it more and I've gotten better at it, I've seen the score kind of widen, which I love. I've tried different strategies in this game. There's a lot of different ways to play it, some different ways to go. I've kind of discovered some of those. I've added the expansions into it, which I like quite a bit. But this game is just great. I like how you can utilize these characters that you get, actors and craftsmen and tailors, but you can't use them all again the next round. You can only use one of them that you use this round again next round, and it's only 5 rounds. So you be very careful about what you have here. But Shakespeare is a tight, phenomenal game, and I wish this one got more pub, but it's number 26 for me. 25 is Voyages of Marco Polo. This is a game that's kind of hit the board game world almost like the Beatles and then fell off the face of the earth and ended up being Leif Garrett. I still really like this game. I don't ever play a game enough or internalize it enough to say, okay, this is the strategy to beat it or this won't work. I just kind of have fun with the game, and I never really get to the table that much there's one path to victory. And I don't think this game has one path to victory. I've heard some complaints about the discovery part at the top may not be the best strategy. I tend to agree with that. I think there's some points to get up there, and it may be more situational than anything else. But I still enjoy this game quite a bit. I like the variety of powers that you have. I like the different paths that you have. I like how you can take another action even though it's already been taken. Just cost you a little bit more money if you have it, because money can be tight. And I've seen guys not be tight with money at all because it was just pouring out of their ears. So I've seen it all in this game. I would probably call this a very solid Euro, somewhere in light to medium, maybe medium weight, but it's a fantastic game. Number 24 is Blood Rage. Now, this is a game I haven't played that much, but what I have played I've really liked, and I want to experience and kind of explore the expansions a little bit more. So this is a game that could probably stick around where it's at. I don't know if that's going to go any higher for me, but it could also fall as time progresses. I don't know. I'm going to need some more plays of this one. So I just want to caveat that I do like the theme. I do like the game. It's a very solid game. I like the way that it plays out. The cards are neat. The monsters are great. I got it all painted up. It looks great. I'm excited to get more plays of this one. Number 23, Russian railroads. Now this game. I haven't played the German railroads or any of the expansions yet. I've been trying to get my hands on a copy of those. I haven't been able to get it yet. I would love to. But Russian railroads is one of the heaviest Euro. Lance, the Undead Viking, taught me this game. A good friend of mine. And ever since he taught me this game, I've just been in love with it. I had a really great experience playing it with him. Everybody I've got this. Now this game is kind of heavy, and there's different paths to victory, and I can't figure out which one's better. Fantastic, right? That's a great place to be at. It's a little dry. It's not a railroad game that you're building the tracks and producing goods. Nothing like that. But you're building different types of tracks. But it's really a kind of a dry Euro, if you will. I don't know why they went with the railroad theme on this one. I guess it kind of makes sense. I'm thinking about playing the game, but interesting. Number 22 is one of my favorite games. One that most people haven't heard of is Kraftwagen. This game, I'm surprised it's not higher. I mean, this is a game that could be in my top 5, really. I really like this game. I like how you're buying the cars and you're buying the engines and you're moving around the racetrack and you're trying to get the salesman out that will buy the cars that you want. And there's such a timing in this. And you're doing the actions where some of the actions give you 1 action, 2, and 3. But if you go further up to grab what you want, because your first inclination on these kind of things, where you can move like Egizia and Frederick, get the best thing on the board, right? But then you give up so much to get that, and everybody else kind of catches up because you got what you think is the best or what you need the most. But they're able to kind of pivot and get everything else in the book. And this has that in it. And I love that mechanic. I love it when that's in the game. And Kraftwagen just kind of pours everything together. And at some point, it's a little bit overwhelming. This is not a heavy game at all. But it's one of those games that's so overwhelming because everything is interconnected. There's nothing that's like, oh, this is a side quest. Or this gives you points. It's added on to balance things and give you something else to do. No, everything kind of goes together. Even the little racing thing that feels like at first that's off the beaten track actually makes sense in the game. So that's number 22, Kraftwagen. 21 is maybe the heaviest game on the list, up there with Kanban. There's a lot going on in Food Chain Magnum. And the game has the ability, there's not a catch-up mechanic, it's the antithesis of Power Grid. If somebody gets ahead and knows what they're doing, Michelle, they can just tear you a new one. So it's almost like when you sit down to the table, if you're saying, look, this is a couple hours game, you almost want to even the playing field, saying, okay, I know this card is overpowered, or if somebody gets a hold of this and nobody else does, we're done. And almost equalize that so everybody has a good experience. This game, if you get ahead, you will be ahead. I won't say it has a runaway leader problem, although it may with certain strategies. I don't know. I haven't played enough. I'm not commenting on that. I'm not saying that. But if you're good at the game, you will win. If you know what you're doing, and you must be cutthroat in this game. If somebody's producing hamburgers and making a ton of money off, you got to make sure that house wants a soda pop or lemonade or something, because you've got to be cutthroat. Now, it's not cutthroat the way Spartacus is. You're not just playing a random card or throwing some dice or screwing somebody over. You've got to make sure they're not scoring points on you and getting money, because it can be brutal, my friends. This is a man's game upon all games. This is a woman's game upon all games. Any pronoun you want, I don't care. But it's the gamer's game. And I say that with all love because I love this game. But my goodness, this is not for the weak of heart. This is not for the people who want to sit around and play, insert light card game here. This is for serious-minded gamers who want to play a game, be challenged mentally. And listen, you have to be okay with winning by a lot and losing by a lot. It doesn't mean every game's going to be one guy's got 100, another guy's got 2. But it's possible. It's possible in this game. This is a game that plays for keeps. And if you're looking for something that's going to balance it out and make it even, whether you're good or bad at the game, this is not it, my friends. But what a beautiful recreation of the fast food industry and the food industry in general, setting up restaurants and marketing's in this game. And you got training and HR, and you're recruiting people, and you're upgrading your staff. All simplistically put in this game, and through the use of cards, because it's really all it is. It hogs up a lot of space, but this is Splatter's Magna Carta. This is their game. This game should be in print at all times. If the world was a board gaming world, if everybody played games, this would be for the serious-minded. This is your philosophy class. This is for the thinkers. These are for the people. I don't want to overstep it. It's not a lighthearted affair, but it's fantastic. The pieces that come with it are great. This is Splatter at their best. Now, I'm going to leave you there today at number 21, Food Chain Magnet. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope this has been entertaining. I really appreciate you guys commenting, liking, subscribing. It really gives me the feedback that I need to continue on here. Keep in mind, we're closing in on 500 subscribers, which just blows my mind. I started out doing written reviews on Board Game Geek just for fun. I had some young babies. I put them on my stomach and let them sleep. My young daughter, and I would just type up just to spend some time with her and while she slept on me. And little by little, I started making these videos, and I've had a great time. I have a great time interacting with people and getting to know you guys. So at 700, we're going to be giving away the Manhattan Project Chain Reaction Deluxe Edition, brand new and shrink. Bought it just for you guys. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel, and you'll be entered in a chance to win. We'll be giving that away when we get to 700. We're getting pretty close, guys. And I just appreciate everybody watching. And we'll be back to finish this up soon. Thanks for watching Purge Reviews.